Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a brand new video. And in today's video, I just want to talk a little bit about the importance of just consistency and why you should always stay consistent in whatever you're doing. So basically, the importance of consistency is to help you grow and build as an individual. For example, let's say you're trying to get better at like a sport or an activity or something. You're trying to get better at something, right? A lot of people, they feel like they need motivation to like do that thing. If they're constantly getting motivation and like they'll keep at it. But the thing is, motivation is kind of useless. It's kind of like a dopamine rush. A lot of people, they get motivated at like 3 a.m. They wake up the next day, like all that motivation is gone. So it's very important just to stay very consistent in whatever you're doing, because consistency is key to growth. And the more you stay consistent, the more you get better and the more you develop. So just going back to the example of you just trying to learn something or become better at something. If you always need no motivation, you're doomed from the start, because motivation is useless. This discipline is all that matters. If you stay disciplined and stay consistent, you continue to grow. But if you always need motivation, that means you need to rely on something, maybe even an external source or somebody to motivate you. If you're always looking for motivation, it's not good. So that's why it's very important just to try to stay disciplined and consistent in whatever you're doing. But just going into more detail on just the importance of consistency, we all you all know the reason why I kind of do this, like Keep It Real Chronicles. It's not only for you, but it's also for myself too, just to like remind me to stay consistent in whatever I'm doing in life, especially with this Keep It Real Studios. I always want to stay active. I always want to upload more. I want to touch on various subjects. I have a lot of things that I and opinions and thoughts that I want to say. So if the only way to continue to grow my channel and be heard by everybody is to stay consistent. So that's another reason why consistency is such an important thing. And also consistency over time, when you're just doing something consistently time and time and time again, it doesn't eventually, after a certain day, it becomes a habit. So after it becomes a habit, it doesn't necessarily feel like you're going out of your way to do it. It's just something that's regular. Like for example, walking, eating, showering, those are the basic things. It's a habit. We've been doing that for most of our lives. So people will just continue to do it more and more. We don't, who wakes up and like, oh, I have to walk today, or I have to like shower. Nobody really complains about that, because it's just something that you've been doing for so long. You've been so consistent with just doing that regularly throughout your life. And you can see how that impacts you, keeps you active, keeps you clean. So it's very important just to stay consistent in whatever you're doing, and always don't never look for motivation. Someone, that's why I've been talking about it throughout this video. Someone told me this thing, and it's always stuck with me. Motivation is useless. It's all discipline and consistency. That's all you need, man. If you have discipline and consistency, there will be no limitations on you, and there's nothing in this life that you can't achieve. So to everyone, and even to myself, just try to stay consistent in whatever you're doing. You don't ever know how far you're gonna get. And if you're always constantly looking for motivation or looking for a reason to do it, you've already failed. Just try to stay consistent, try to make it a habit to just be disciplined, especially if it's a real goal that you're trying to achieve. But that's it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. I just wanted to come on here, just give a little bit of my thoughts on just consistency and why it's such an important aspect in life. But that'll be it for today's video. Please just comment something, put something in the comments, suggesting other topics you would like me to kind of talk about. But that'll be it for today's video. Don't forget to keep it real.